and we cannot travel to Corentyne right now for the past over 2 weeks. However, we managed to get one boat to go out like a week and a half ago, and we got some supplies in. But at present, the supplies are very low. Our fuel is out. Our village generator fuel is out. It's finished. Our water pump um, is without fuel right now also. The stocks in the shops are low, and we really need to go out now for fresh supplies. Also, we have some farmers with pines, and they would like to carry their pines for market in Corverton. So the pines, if you can't get to go out, the pines will rot and will be wasted. So that's one of our main issues right now in Orealla and Siparuta. The other issue is that we're having some people who don't want to comply with the restrictions, like any curfew, but the police are trying their best to control the situation. But we just have three policemen who I think they are too few. We need backup. And what I want to know also, if there are penalties for those persons who break the curfew. What we have started to do is to put these persons to do community work around the village. And I today I wanted to have a session with them to go through all the rules to ensure that they understand these rules. But I think we need to institute some penalties.
It's because of the restrictions on the river by the Suriname authorities with relation to the boats. We cannot go to and fro from to and fro Corrigan to get supplies, especially the basic necessities. For instance, sugar, the water, the potable water, flour, those things that you would need to use on a daily basis. And at some point in time, the the supplies that we have are going to deplete, and we would have to find some way of replenishing those supplies. So we are asking if the relevant authorities can get on to Suriname authorities to make a way so that we can maybe get a boat or two to go out to Corrigan once or twice a week to uplift these necessary supplies. Because we don't have access to the river, we cannot go out to get the fuel. And we need the fuel for the generator for the electricity, the water pump, also the GTT tower. And as I mentioned earlier, if you do not, if we do not have the fuel, then this conversation that we're having would not have been possible. But very soon it's going to deplete. Um, Before taking a patient out to Corrigan or Skellon, I would have to inform the hospital that I'm taking a patient. I'm going to be there in the next hour or two, and I will tell them the location because depends on the tide. That's where we're going to stop. If the tide is low, then we gotta go. We have to find an area to moor the boat up so that that patient can come out. Also, um, they would have to send that ambulance, a regular ambulance, to the area to get that patient. Now, if we don't have any communication, means of communication, then I wouldn't be able to inform them about the transport, right? Apart from that, let's say deliveries. If a mother is as a term mother, she's term pregnancy and she's in labor, and we don't have the electricity, then I'd have to do that delivery in the night. And what about the complications? I have to think about the bleeding complications to know where that bleeding is coming from. And a simple phone light or a torch light would not suffice.